If you knew a narcissist would do this, then hurry up. Welcome back to the Narcissist and Karma channel, where we hope that life is treating each and every one of you wonderfully. Discovering that someone is a narcissist can be neither easy nor comforting, because many of you may have been in this situation in the past. I'd like to discuss what occurs prior to deciding to end a relationship in this video. I want to delve into what you go through and the emotions that arise when you make this realization. Instead of solely discussing the narcissist's actions, this video serves as a validation exercise. It aims to help you take a hard look at yourself and identify steps for recovery. If you've ever pondered what it's like to be the target of a narcissist's discovery, this video is an excellent resource. Please watch for a moment. I'll be talking about the fallout from splitting up with a narcissist in this video. I will touch upon the emotional and psychological toll of ending a relationship with someone you suspect to be narcissistic or toxic. I will also explore the anticipated mental and emotional cycles that may occur during this process. Recognizing that this journey is not straightforward, I feel it is important to address the energetic aspects and the consequences that come with making this discovery. It is often overlooked that when you realize your relationship is toxic and involves a narcissist, it affects your energy. You naturally retreat and search for a way to move forward. You are therefore the one who made this astounding discovery. This realization is indeed amazing, but only to a limited extent. It is indeed a positive thing that you have gained insight into the situation. However, accepting someone who behaves in this manner may prove challenging. I understand that you may have many questions swirling in your mind. Are they truly a narcissist? Do you disagree? Am I missing something significant? When you find yourself wondering, could I be the narcissist? I want to reassure you that having these doubts is perfectly normal. It is natural to question your own sanity as you navigate your way back to rediscovering yourself. You may wonder, am I truly mistaken about this? I want to briefly acknowledge the importance of recognizing the moment of discovery and understanding when you confidently realize, yes, they are a narcissist, unaware. On the other hand, you may experience self-doubt and wonder, why was I so incorrect in my perception? How did I not notice this earlier? Why wasn't I aware of this earlier? What else am I able to share with you? The truth is, not many of us fully comprehend this, myself included. I'm able to state this because I have personally encountered it. You're probably thinking, you must know everything there is to know about it. However, I did not at the time. Despite being a doctoral student pursuing my master's degree and then a PhD in clinical psychology, I was unaware. Admitting this carries a burden of guilt and humiliation. It is distressing and agonizing to discover that someone in your life is toxic, narcissistic, and has mistreated you. I want to reassure you that your perceptions are accurate. These individuals are predators. Their actions and behavior are harmful. However, it is essential to clarify that when I mention they intend to kill you, it is metaphorical. It refers to the emotional and psychological harm they inflict, rather than a literal intention to cause physical harm. They will closely monitor your every move. Have you ever wondered what they were up to? They carefully observe your actions and reactions, specifically targeting your emotional triggers. They emphasize the importance of identifying and avoiding these triggers. Little did you realize they were gathering this information to exploit it to their advantage. This manipulation allowed them to exert control and power over you. They may have even disguised their actions as helping you overcome these triggers. It is only now, looking back, that we realize we were unaware of their ulterior motives. We entered the relationship willingly, with open hearts and good intentions, simply wanting the best for the other person. When you enter a relationship with the sole intention of loving and caring for the other person, without any hidden agenda, the dynamic dramatically changes when someone else enters with their own selfish goals. They convince you that you are the one who is insane, to blame, and in need of changing your behavior. This is what happens when two individuals enter a relationship without being on the same page, when one possesses high empathy while the other is highly toxic. Naturally, you will feel immense frustration, anger, and a sense of being used. It often takes a considerable amount of time, considerably down the road, to recognize these toxic traits. So it is an understatement to say that you are upset. Allow me to reassure you that you were not already aware of this deceitful nature beforehand. None of us had any inkling of this. Not a single person had a clue. We only come to understand this truth in hindsight. So, when you eventually reach a point where you consider leaving, it is often after contemplating it for a while. The idea of leaving has likely been on your mind long before you actually take action. When we are the ones who initiate the departure, we can't help but question if the other person is truly narcissistic, which fills us with guilt. Is leaving truly the best decision? Perhaps if we stay, it will change over time. Maybe they are just going through a difficult phase right now. They could be experiencing intense anxiety, making things appear worse than they truly are. Maybe, by providing support and assistance, our relationship can improve. However, the reality is that this is rarely the case. Your kindness and unconditional love will not lead to their transformation. Due to their upbringing and ingrained mindset, they will always perceive acts of giving as signs of weakness. It is just the way they are. Choosing to leave is an arduous and challenging decision, and I want you to understand that you are making the right choice. By leaving, you have unveiled the narcissist's deceptive facade, and they will be disturbed by that. Yes, dear friends, they have dedicated significant effort and resources to conceal this truth from you. Consequently, they are aware of what triggers you, how you respond to different stimuli, and the emotions reflected on your face. They have employed manipulation and gaslighting techniques to deceive you. It took time and deliberate effort on their part to acquire such intimate knowledge about you. The narcissist's current behavior is a deliberate attempt to ensure your continued presence. It's almost as if they lure you into a relationship only to trap you within it. Their desire for you to stay is not based on genuine adoration or a wish for your well-being, but rather driven by selfish motives. It's more about confining you as you become a means for fulfilling their own needs. In their eyes, your presence represents a reliable source that can aid them in attaining their goals. The narcissist firmly believes that you will succumb to their demands for attention and resources, despite their obvious deceit. However, they also believe that they will be the first to sense any shift in your growing awareness and understanding of their manipulative tactics. They never anticipate you making the first move, as you are seen as a more popular and valued individual. Thus, your decision to leave deals a significant blow to their pride. Your departure becomes a painful trigger for their fear of abandonment, causing them to experience unbearable emotional pain. They go to great lengths to conceal this vulnerability, despising any form of exposure. Therefore, they will not openly express their distress to you. When you are the one who leaves first, it exposes deep-seated wounds of rejection and inadequacy that can never fully heal. It also triggers feelings of regret and shame, intensifying their discomfort. This shame stems from their difficult childhood experiences, adding another layer of complexity to their emotional struggles. They detest witnessing your happiness because it exposes their vulnerabilities and makes them feel exposed. They will not appreciate this revelation in any way, as it becomes an immense source of humiliation and distress for them. Consequently, they will take proactive steps to protect themselves and their image by being the first to distance themselves from the situation. Once you are gone, they will likely engage in two actions. Firstly, both of them, to some degree, will seek to punish you. They will launch an extensive campaign aimed at defaming your character. Their primary goal will be to paint you in the worst possible light, ensuring that others perceive you as terrible and thereby shielding themselves from experiencing the same humiliation they felt upon discovering your superiority. Secondly, albeit less frequently, they may attempt to win you back. This hinges on their belief that they have a chance to regain your favor and whether they still see value in manipulating you as a source of supply. They will try to lure you back into the same toxic dynamic where you were previously subjected to severe punishment. They might reach out to you, offering false or distorted information in an attempt to draw you back into that dynamic, ultimately hindering you from recognizing the genuine truth. Essentially, their goal is to make you question your belief that they are a horrible person, using gaslighting techniques to deceive you. However, the narcissist will detect any hesitation on your part about leaving, even after enduring a period of silent treatment. In response, they will subject you to further punishment. Upon realizing that you are not ready to move on, the narcissist will make a final attempt to reach out to you. The dynamics of this situation are driven by the energy exerted when we want something from someone. When we desire agreement or closure from the narcissist, it creates a significant energetic investment. They are aware of this and often retreat as a way to counteract the perceived demands placed upon them. They expect that eventually you will give up, so they push you away through rude behavior. However, when you reclaim your power and no longer seek or need anything from them, you render the narcissist spiritually powerless. This is the turning point when they may attempt to reconcile by seeking your time and vitality once again. Relationships revolve around the exchange of giving and receiving. It is not an exaggeration to say that this is true for narcissists as well. When we desperately desire something, we dedicate our complete attention, efforts, and resources towards it. However, sometimes despite our strong desires, our wishes go unfulfilled. Hence, it is crucial to recognize that when seeking closure from a person and questioning whether they exhibit narcissistic traits, it serves as a red flag. Remember that only those who have experienced this dynamic firsthand can provide the answers you seek through the information you have gathered. If you're still here, it's unlikely to bring any significant help or lead to a logical conclusion. The fact that you are reading this right now in front of your computer screen is another proof that the subject in question might indeed be a narcissist. For those who are currently experiencing similar situations and require additional guidance, please note that I'm available for private appointments. The details supplied below contain more information. To all of you who have listened, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to interact with you in future videos. Farewell, everyone.